Hey G Squad, welcome back to the episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode, we got this cool observer here, and pretty much what this is an LED sensor light. And for the one that we got right here, it's supposed to come with a pack of 3 of them, and it should be all white color. They do have this available in different color and different size. So if you want a different color, or if you guys don't want 3 of them, maybe if you guys want only 2 of them, then get those instead. But here's what the package looks like when you guys do get it. Let me actually open up and show you guys what the inside looks like. So once you guys do open it, you can see inside we do have 3 of them. And like I mentioned, all 3 of them are the same. So let's take out one of them to show you guys what she looks like. So I'll take out this one, and here's what the inside looks like. They do mention how there's the accessories inside. So let's do open up. If you guys do take it out, inside they do provide the cable, which is USB to micro USB. And then right here we do have the product. And you see in the middle right here we do have the motion sensor option. On the side right here they tell you guys what each different light means when you guys do use it. So there's a total of 3 different modes on here. There's a night mode, day mode, and always on mode. If blue light means night mode, red light means day mode. If you guys see the blue and red light, then that means always on mode. So you guys can always look at right here if you guys ever forget. But on this side right here, we do have the option for the plug-in cable to recharge it, which is micro USB. And this side right here, we do have the button for the turn it on and turn it off. On the back right here, we do have this 3M tape for you to stick it onto the wall if you guys want to. Or like I mentioned, if you guys want to use the magnetic option, you guys can stick it anywhere that's magnetic. So maybe like your fridge or something. And for this part right here, you do have the option to take it out, since it is magnetic. And that is everything that's included in the package. I believe inside there should be a remote. Let me take it all out and see if there's a remote inside. Alright, so I found the box that had the remote, and it provides you guys a user manual to teach you guys how to use it. So then feel free to look at the user manual to teach you guys how to use it, or you can watch the video when I do show you guys. But when you see on the remote control, they do have a lot of different options available. We do have the option for you to increase or lower the brightness. We do have the timer option, and we do have the more option on here inside, which we'll test out in a second. And then we do have an on and off button for you to turn it on and turn it off. And obviously, if it's your first time using the product, you do want to put this part out. So now you guys are ready to start using it. But before we do, I do want to plug in cable to show you guys how to recharge it, or how to know when it's charging. So let's plug in one of them to test it out. So let's do plug it in. Once you guys do plug it in, and you see in the middle right here, we do have an indicator light to show you guys when it's charging. And you see I'll show you guys that it's red. So I'm assuming once it's fully charged, that light should turn off or change a different color. And that is how you guys know when it's charging. If you guys try to turn it on when it's charging, it does work. If you can see, the light is actually very bright as well. If you guys press the button one time, it changed different mode on here. So like I mentioned, the way how I know which mode is which, they do show you guys indicator light right here. Let me unplug it to show you what I mean. So if I do press it one time, it turns on. If you guys press it again, we do have the light that turns on. If you guys press it again, there's another mode. Press it again, we have another mode. It might be hard for you guys to see in the video. Like I mentioned, if you guys see a blue light, that's night mode. Red means day mode. If you guys see blue and red light, that means always on mode. So for night mode, it only turns on when there's a dark setting. Whereas for day mode, it does turn on during daytime and nighttime. And that's only when it does sense motion. Whereas always on mode is always on and it stays on. If you guys do plan on using always on mode, you probably want to plug in cable and keep it charged. Otherwise, the battery will die pretty fast. And once you guys are done using it, you guys can press and hold the button. And that turns it off. And in terms of the battery life on here, when you guys do use it, they mention on one full charge can give you guys anywhere from 6 to 12 hours if you guys use it always on mode. And in terms of the sensor option, they mention how you can use it for 7 to 21 days, depending on how often you do use it and which mode you guys do use. If you guys use the day mode option, you probably won't get that time frame because it does turn on during daytime and nighttime. Whereas if you guys use the night mode option, it only turns on at night or dark setting. If you guys do walk by it often, then probably it'll drain the battery as well. But if you guys only activate it like once per night, they'll last you guys for a really long time. So that is everything that's on the product. What I'm gonna do right now is test out the remote to see when it actually works. So let's do turn it on. It doesn't work when we do turn it on. Let's try to press and hold it to turn it on first. And if you guys turn it off, it does work. So I guess you guys have to turn it on manually first before you start using it. So let's turn it on. It won't work from the back, so you probably have to aim it from the front. You can see how it does work. If you guys decrease it, if you see how it went down, if you guys increase it, it does increase it. If you guys press 50%, it goes down to 50%. If you guys press this button, I think that's night mode. If you guys press on this one, I think that's day mode. If you guys press on this one, that's always on mode. If you guys want to use the timer option, feel free to turn it on. Once you guys see the blue light, that means it works. Try again. Blue light, it works. Let me bring it up close. So if I turn on timer option, if you see the blue light, that means it does work. If you guys turn it off, it does turn off. Like I mentioned, in order for you guys to fully turn it off, you guys have to press and hold it. In order for it to turn it off. So that is everything that's on the product. If you see, it definitely does work. What I'm going to do right now is to put it in a dark setting and probably stick this onto the fridge to show you guys when it actually works when we do use it. And then we'll come back and talk more product in a second. Alright, so in order for you guys to use the magnetic option to stick onto the fridge or anywhere that's magnetic, you guys need to take this part out. Once you guys take it out, if you guys want to stick it onto your fridge, you can see how it does work. So now you guys are ready to start using it. So let's give it a try. So I do turn it off. It turns off. Turn it on. If I turn night mode, this is night mode. If I try to walk on here, it won't turn on because it is night mode. If I turn day mode, it does turn on and stays on for a few minutes or a few seconds and it will turn off by itself. But once it sends motion again, it will turn back on. So let's give it a try. You can see how it does turn off. And once I do move a little bit, it does turn on. You can see. Let me set the camera in a different point of view to show you guys how it does work. Alright, so we got it set up right here. So what I'm going to do is just stand right here and don't move and let it turn off first. Alright, so I turn it off. So if I do move a little bit, you can see how it does turn on. And obviously if you guys turn the always on mode, it'll stay on. So this will be always on. There's no difference on here. And just to show you guys another point of view of the dimming option, let's dim it. So that is how low it does go. Obviously it'll look better in a darker setting. So let's turn off the light. So here's what it looks like with the dimming option. If you guys do increase it, that is max. So it's actually very bright in the scene. So if I do turn on night mode, this is night mode. If I do walk on here, if you can see how it does turn on. Same thing applies to day mode if you guys do turn it on. So I just turn on day mode. If I walk on here, it does work. If you guys do turn on the light, let's wait for it to turn off. It turns off. If I do walk on here, it turns on. And we guys do turn night mode. No matter how much I walk here, it will not turn on. So that is what the product looks like when you guys do use it. You can see everything on here definitely does work for night mode, day mode, and also always on mode as well. So you just feel free to just leave this onto your fridge when you guys need to use it, maybe as an emergency or something. If you guys don't have power, you guys can just leave it on as well. Or if you guys want to use a nightlight option like I mentioned, you guys can do that as well. But here's what the product looks like when you guys do use it. Welcome back guys. So now this quick test of product and definitely actually does work and it works quite well. You can see how when we do stick it onto the fridge and when we do test it out, it actually works really well with the motion sensor option. So whether if you guys want to use the always on mode, the day mode or night mode, it does work, especially with the motion sensor option. And having one of these is actually really convenient, so that way when you guys do have a power outage, you guys can use it as a flashlight option or you guys can just turn it on when there's no power. And the fact that how it does have a micro USB option, it does allow you guys to recharge it. So that way you can use like a power bank or computer to recharge it. You don't have to plug it in directly into the wall switch, which is really nice. So whether if you guys want to put this in your stairway, your cabinet, your closet, or anywhere else, how you guys want to set it up and where you guys want to use it, that is totally up to you guys. But that is everything that's on the product. Now to go unboxing and testing product. Now to answer the question of whether or not it's worth or not. So for this product, I do have to say that it's pretty worth it. If you guys want to need one of these, especially if you guys are in the market looking for a high quality rechargeable light that can use as a nightlight option, emergency light option, or can also use a flashlight option with a motion sensor option as well, then I do have to say that it's pretty worth it. But then obviously with those you guys who don't want or don't need one or have one of these, that obviously don't buy one. and save your mind on something else actually tuning. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it'll definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys, so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.